Where is the wall? Where is the wall? No matter how loud, slow, or frequently I said it, I got no response from that German man. It seemed to be a lesson in disconnection. I need everyone to raise their hands for a second, if this is true. How many of us have been lost or confused in a new country, unable to communicate to the locals? Thank you. Because that's exactly how I felt in Germany, separated from the locals by a wall built brick by brick, inch by inch, from a lack of connection. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmaster, and honored guests, I was just 18 years old in a city of 3.5 million. But at that moment, my best friend and I felt marooned on a desert island. Our second day in Germany had been long and gruesome. The morning being plagued by an ancient, crippling sickness known to many here as the hangover. But like brave soldiers, we pressed on, our hearts intertwined by a dream, a desire, an impeding declaration to find the Berlin Wall. But like Christopher Columbus, we couldn't read maps. But that didn't matter, because we were manly men. And everyone knows men don't need to read maps. So we bypassed that and went right to the source, the locals. Upon asking the locals for directions, we were met with one of 3 responses. The first, broken English. The second, German with a mixture of hand signals. The third, a stone-cold stare with the curl of the lower lip and the wrinkle of the nose. The latter we attributed to the fact we hadn't showered in days and our backpack. Our lack of discovery at this point had left us distraught, disturbed, and utterly defeated. So I sat on the side of the road. And somberly I wished, more than anything, to climb that wall, to jump to a place where the grass is greener, and to connect with the locals. At that point, I looked to my friend for a plan, an idea, and it appeared he had one, for his gaze was transfixed upwards. So I followed it. He was onto something all right. Shining above us in the distance was a glorious, sparkling, fluorescent sign that read, Haagen-Dazs. And like the North Star, it guided us home. We didn't run. No, we flew. Never before had our Canadian eyes beheld such a spectacle of wonder, marvel, and utter deliciousness. An entire Haagen-Dazs restaurant lay before us, an oasis of ice cream. I walked in and I showed it to the garçon. Table for 2, please. He checked our backpacks at the door, sat us down, and soon the waiter was upon us. With rough English, he introduced himself as the manager. And instantly, I could feel a stone-cold wall of disconnection rising up between us. I wanted to break through that wall. I wanted to reach out and connect with this man. Except, I didn't know how. Then he asked us 2 simple questions. The first, where are you from? Canada, we replied. The wall still remained, but all of a sudden, I could see a spark of interest in his eye. This led to the second question. Do you play Canadian football? Yes, I do. Then a miracle. The wall between us started to crack and crumble. He told me he played American football in Germany and lived, loved, and breathed for the game just like me. In that instant, we were able to share a similarity. Breaking the language barrier and watching the wall crumble, brick by brick, inch by inch, until I was able to reach out and connect. And from that connection, a thread of humanity. Before we left, he gave me 3 gifts. The first, a card that allowed me 50% off Haagen-Dazs across Europe. I clutched it like I was holding the golden ticket to the Willy Wonka chocolate factory. The second, directions to the Berlin Wall, which is just around the corner. The third was the best. And it wasn't the Haagen-Dazs in my belly, or the directions embedded in my mind. But it was a lesson of humanity in my heart. You see, between all humans there exist walls. Walls built from hate, from race, from age, social standing, religion. But these walls don't have to exist. The German man taught me that. He taught me that when we find similarities, we have the strength to tear down those walls. We have the power to make bonds and connections. So don't be like me. Don't go around asking, where is the wall? But instead ask, where are the similarities?